Winners and losers.
Winners and losers.
Who wants to start, Breech or Wilson?
Go ahead, Breech, because I'm interested to hear what your loser's going to be.
Are we doing winners first or losers
You can do
first?
winners. I'm just thinking ahead.
All right. You know what? I'm going to be a man. And I'm going to put my homerism aside. And I am going to say the winner.
By the way, this is very Breech of you. You're not being a man. You're not putting your homerism aside. You're preventing me and Wilson from naming the Bengals as losers by naming the Jets as winners. I respect it. It's smart.
Ain't gonna work.
It's a very Breech thing to do.
My winner is Jets quarterback Mike White. He diced up the Bengals defense in his first career start. He went out there, and the Bengals are supposed to be a playoff contender, and he was so good that he became just the second quarterback in NFL history to throw for more than 400 yards in a game. First quarterback in NFL history to throw for more than 400 yards, along with 3 touchdowns. And he willed that team to a win. If you're the Jets, I don't know how you go back to Zach Wilson. You almost feel like you wasted the pick.
What?
I don't know. Okay, let's give Mike White a couple more weeks. He might fall back to earth and actually look horrible in the next few weeks. But for right now, he does not. He looked like a winner on Sunday, and that's because he was.
I mean, Breech isn't wrong. If you do all the best throws of the year from Zach Wilson and this game today from Mike White, you're going, oh, Mike White clearly is the starter. Zach Wilson is the redshirt freshman who will play in 2 years. And that's just whatever reason. That's where we're at. Obviously, Zach Wilson's a feature for at least this year or next.
Yeah, I mean, let's settle down here, guys.
But
they were kind of getting blown out, and then like the Bengals sort of let up in garbage time, and Joe Burrow made a dumb decision. And
it ain't a good look for.
Yeah, right. I mean, this is way more of a like the Breech thing he did. Yeah, actually, whatever. Who's your winner, Wilson?
Do I want to take the layup and go with the Steelers? I think I'm gonna go with
Chris Boswell,
the New Orleans Saints. A little flippity flop there. So the Buccaneers had a chance to create a little more space in that division. They're going to win the division. I feel like Brinson's a little more nervous about that than I am. But the Saints get to 5-2. They're half game back of the Buccaneers. More importantly, they did it with Jameis now going down. They have Taysom Hill coming back. They have Trevor Siemian. They have Brinson hopes and says his prayers tonight. Phillip Rivers coming through that door. But even if he doesn't, this team is going to the playoffs. It's just a matter of what are your expectations if you're Sean Payton once you get there. This is a huge win. So instead of going to 4-3, as I mentioned, they're 5-2 and in the catbird seat.
My winner is Cooper Rush. First career start. He walks out of the field in Minnesota, which, by the way, has been a really tough place to play for opposing teams, opposing offenses against Mike Zimmer defenses. Zimmer has like a crazy record against the spread at home. The Cowboys are favored. The line flips. Dak's out. It spikes up. Everybody's on the Vikings. Like super sharp play. No Dak. Like we got a great number. And Cooper Rush goes out there and wins the freaking game in really impressive fashion. And I think that does one. It's awesome. Like, if you didn't see his dad's reaction in the stands after he won, I mean, like, watch it. It's fantastic. Like, it's spends his whole life raising his son. He gets his first start for the Cowboys on the road with like America's team, and they're like it looked like an elite NFL squad. And he picks up the win. They move to 6-1. They are, I mean, easily going to win this division. It would be shocking unless obviously Cooper Rush has to play the rest of the season and Dak is done. But I mean, it's just an awesome scene to see him win that. And for the Cowboys, I think you feel a lot better watching Cooper Rush play about the idea of, okay, if we need Dak to sit and get healthy, knowing that our division is so bad, we have someone who can actually perform at a high level for us. So Cooper Rush, my winner. What about your loser, Breech?
My loser is Tua.
Oh, please.
What? Not only is he the
Tua who?
quarterback.
Tua
Tagovailoa.
That's what I'm saying.
What? You thought you knew his name.
Brady Quinn on Wednesday never heard you say.
Tyron Mathieu.
You
wanted me to botch it so we'd have a new recording?
Yeah.
I've listened to Wilson say it too much.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, look, here's the deal. His team has lost 7 straight games. He didn't play well enough to win. And not only has his team lost 7 straight games, so now he has to spend the next 48 hours wondering if he is going to be the quarterback of this team any longer. I would say that's a pretty uncomfortable spot to be in. The fact that your coaching staff, although they won't say it publicly, it feels like they've given up on him after only a year and a half, and like they're ready to kick him in the curb. So that makes Tua my loser.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Very uncomfortable spot, like the back of a
Volkswagen.
That's a mall restaurant.
Yeah, obviously.
This is a layup breach. You know who my loser is.
You see the
one,
Bengals?
the only.
Don't say.
Kirk Cousins.
Oh,
Kirk Cousins. You laid a big fat turd on national television in prime time because you're the Andy Dalton of Minnesota when it comes to primetime games. And he wasn't the sole reason they lost, but he didn't help. The offensive line didn't play great. Justin Jefferson didn't run through that one ball down the sideline, which was sort of weird. But every other throw felt like it was short or 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage or a medicine ball. And against a defense that's obviously better than it was a year ago, but still not a lights out defense. And again, you're playing Cooper Rush. You had to win that game to get to stack a win, as we like to say, against a Dak Prescott-less Cowboys team. You didn't do it at home. Your stadium had more Cowboys fans than Vikings fans. All around doo-doo performance, and now you're not going to the playoffs because of it.
So one of my favorite bands of all time, Fish, is doing a little Halloween run out in Las Vegas, 4 nights, and they've been doing these like themed evenings. So sticking with the theme, Wilson kind of veering off course. It's a Halloween show. Normally, we try to make these winners and losers from separate games so we can lump them all together for the segment that they put out wherever they put it. Wilson, dives in. I go Cowboys. Wilson dives in on Kirk Cousins, and that's perfectly fine. But it sets it up nicely because I can point out the very obvious loser in the room.
Oh, he missed! He missed! Oh, and he may have pulled a hamstring or a muscle, and there is complete elation.
That's right. The Cincinnati Bengals.
Bungles.
Cincinnati Bengals. Just when you think you can trust them, you think they can go on the road and beat a bad team, a real bad team with a backup quarterback. Joe Burrow's rolling. Jamar Chase is catching everything, setting records. He's got T. Higgins. It's like fantasy people are all over Higgins. Going to have a huge game, air yards, blah, 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 blah. Tyler Boyd set to be great. Joe Mixon going to be awesome. Oh, this defense is elite. And they give up 34 points to the Jets and Mike White. And Breech has the gall to come on here and name Mike White a winner in order to avoid the Bengals losers talk. It was going to be pretty impossible to come up with a worse loss this season than the Titans lost to the Jets. And the Bengals said, hold my beer. Because we just got here. Like, you guys have been to the playoffs a bunch. We just got here. We arrived. We're the AFC's number one, or the number one seed in the AFC. Just go beat the Jets and Mike White, and we are putting this division on lock. We're like fighting with the Ravens. We're trying to like maybe get a bye. No, they pooped their pants. They shanked a field goal dead right, like Fat Randy, and they lost it. And they lost to the Jets. It was pathetic, and they're the losers of the week by far. And your little Mike White winner can't erase it, Breech. I'm sorry.
You know what's funny? This is the Bengals. This wasn't even their worst Halloween loss ever. I remember on Halloween in 2013, they lost in overtime on a walk-off safety. There's only been 3 walk-off safeties in NFL history, and one of them happened on Halloween 2013.
Was that Andy Dalton and the Dolphins?
Yep.
I remember that game. Oh, that was terrible. I remember that game like it was yesterday. Good times.
All right. And look, I know Wilson, I get crap for ribbons. I liked it. I like this Bengals team. So I picked the Bengals to cover because I thought the Jets are the backup quarterback. Even 10.5, they should have covered too, is the thing. And so very disappointing that the Bengals lost. But they are.
I even said on a pick show last week that you shouldn't trust the Bengals as a 10.5 point road favorite. I didn't think they were going to lose, but then I picked them to cover anyway because.
Yeah, it was just hard to wrap your mind around. But like the game played out correctly. The Bengals are up 11, and they're just going to snuff out the Jets, and then they just somehow won the game. And in a race, biggest loser, Survivor. People who picked the Bengals in Survivor. That was a mistake. Anything else before we get out of here? Hit the like button. We didn't get there for the free T-shirt.
Maybe next.
Sorry, I did change it to multiple children costumes, but
it'll carry over. We're still giving away the shirt at some point.
T-shirt coming. So we'll do the Monday night show. If you're watching now, come Monday night, we will have a stream after the Monday Night Football game.
And then what about Tuesday, Brinson? What do we got Tuesday?
Oh, Tuesday trade deadline live show, 3:30 p.m. I don't know who's on it, but I'm sure it'll be amazing.
You're looking at the crew.
Oh, it's us. All right, cool.
Before that, Tuesday at what time, Debo? 1?
Oh, Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Sorry. Yeah, 1 o'clock. Wilson's mock draft show. Multiple live shows on YouTube on Tuesday.